Hi friends, today let's start with Class 10 Economics, Chapter 1, Development. I have divided this chapter into two parts, and in this video we will cover development in terms of individuals, income and other goals, and national development. I will also give a lot of practical examples and case studies during the video, so please watch till end. In simple language, the word development means progress. So in this lesson, we will understand what development means in terms of individuals and nations. First, let me ask you a question. Is the idea of development same for everybody? Do all people have same developmental goals? You can give the answer by clicking on the I button above. So let's understand the answer to this question with the help of an example. So consider the example of a landless rural laborer and a prosperous farmer. So the landless laborer, his developmental goals will be different from those of the prosperous farmer. For the landless laborer, development would mean that he would get more days of work, proper meals twice a day, send his children to the local school, and no social discrimination. But for the prosperous farmer, the developmental goals will be different. For him, development would mean high prices for his crops, proper fertilizers, hardworking and cheap laborers, and he would be able to settle his children abroad. So from this example, do you notice the difference in the developmental goals of these two people? So from this example, we understand that different people have different goals or aspirations. They seek the things that are most important to them. Sometimes two people may seek things which are conflicting. So let us see an example to understand how goals can be conflicting. For example, consider the example of an Adivasi and industrialist. So the industrialist would want more dams to be built to get more electricity, and he would also want to cut the forest land and use that land to make roads, buildings, etc. But the Adivasi will resent this request. He would want that no huge dam should be built, as this would submerge his land. And he would also not want the forest to be cut for building of roads or buildings, as he would not be able to go into the forest and get the forest produce. So from this, we can conclude that different people have different developmental goals, and what may be development for one person may not be development for the other, and it may even be destructive for the other. So basically, development depends on first income, and second on other important goals. So more income means getting more money, and this is the material thing. And other important goals such as equal treatment, security, respect, freedom, etc. They are the non-material things. But these other important goals are also as necessary as income. For example, if your father has got two job offers. The first job offer is to live in the city, and it gives 20,000 rupees per month. But in addition, he gets to live with his family. He also gets other sanitation facilities, electricity supply, water facilities, etc. But second job offer is in a very remote place, but it offers 30,000 rupees. But he will have to stay away from his family. He will not get sanitation facilities, proper electricity supply, etc. So what would your father prefer? Of course, he would prefer the first choice, as though it has lesser income, but it provides a safe and secure environment. So from this example, we can conclude that developmental goals that people have are not only about getting more income, but they are also about getting other important things in life, such as respect, treatment, security, equal treatment, etc. So we have talked a lot about development at the scale of individuals, but now let us talk about development with respect to different countries. So at the international level, countries are divided into developed countries and developing countries. So on what basis we call some countries as developed while the others as developing countries? So the criteria for measuring development is income. Countries with higher income are called developed countries and countries with lower income are called developing countries. For this comparison, we take the average income of country, also known as the per capita income. So the formula of calculating per capita income is very simple. It is total income of people divided by total number of people. So in the numerator, we take the total income of all citizens living in the country and we divided it by the total number of people in the country. So the countries with per capita income of $12,056 per year or more are called rich countries. The countries with per capita income of $955 or less are called poor countries or low income countries, and India comes in the low middle income countries, and its per capita income in 2017 was $1,820 per year. It is important to note that all these stats are for the year 2017 and they might be different in some books. Now this criteria for classifying the countries was given in World Development Report by World Bank. But now there is also a limitation of this comparison by per capita income. It hides the disparities or differences between people. So to understand this, we will take an example. So let us consider two countries, A and B, country A and country B, both having per capita income of rupees 5,000. So both country A and B have per capita income of rupees 5,000. But in country A, each person earns about 4,000 to 6,000 rupees. But in country B, 90% of the population earns less than 500 rupees and 10% of the population earns more than 50,000 rupees. So both have same PCI, but they have a huge difference in individual income. And at the individual level, country A has less difference while country B has a huge difference in income. So from this we can conclude that in country A, the resources are distributed equally and a person would like to prefer to live in country A. While in country B, the resources are not distributed equally and there is a lot of difference in rich and poor people. And a person would not prefer to live in country B. So from this we can say that the per capita income does not tell us about the distribution of resources in the country. So this is all for today. In the next video, we will discuss about other criteria to measure development, Human Development Index and sustainability of development. So stay tuned.